What's up, Diamond Dogs? Welcome back to the channel. Ted Lasso Season 2, episode number 7. And another really great moment for the team. Yeah. And Ted is having another panic attack to where he had to leave and retreat. And it was a very difficult episode for him. And as I got more opportunity to think about it, edit the episode, obviously I get to watch the episodes more than Nikki does because of editing. That phone call with his son might have sparked some stuff. The situation with Jamie, because when the panic attack started, you heard the criticism from Jamie's dad about Jamie not being great enough or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And then you hear his son be like, oh, Jamie Tart. So it's like, I think it's a combination of like the father-son dynamic that Jamie's having with his father. And I'm wondering if it's freaking Ted out that he's not there for his son when the school called.
Yes.
And was like, oh, he didn't bring his lunch. I think that's part of what happened. And I mean,
so far away.
It's just, I feel like it just keeps happening though during these really successful, great celebratory moments for the team. And I think it's a combination of a lot of things. And the idea that he went straight to Dr. Sharon's office.
I know.
I think he understands what's going on here. And I think he's going to have an opportunity to fix this with her. Have some conversations and talk it out, because sometimes that helps a lot.
It does.
To be able to talk to someone instead of holding everything inside, which is clearly something that he does all the time when he's feeling with stuff. But yeah, I mean, the idea of the success, they've won multiple FA Cup games, I believe, and they advanced again against a team that was supposed to clobber them. And it was all thanks to Nate. Because Ted had to leave during the game because of the panic attack, and everyone was kind of scrambling like, oh my God, what do we do? They gave up a quick goal because Jamie ended up scoring this ridiculous goal where, you know, we'll talk about that whole situation in a second. But when Ted walked off, everyone kind of scrambled about what was going on, and then the other team scored very quickly. And Nate came up with park the bus. Park the bus is strictly a defensive play. You bring everyone back. You play all defense, no offense. And the hopes are, as he said in his post-game interview, hope that someone screws up, which opens things up, which is what happened, and they ended up scoring and winning. And he had a great interview post-game.
It was awesome.
And social media was blowing up in his favor. And I thought that was a really, really good moment for him because of the idea that Roy joined the staff. It felt like Nate was a little intimidated by the idea and that maybe his voice might not be heard.
Yeah, like, where's my place now?
Especially when like a great shows up and, you know, obviously someone like him who is very upfront and vocal about certain things. But Nate did his old little spit thing, built himself up, and he just took over, and it worked. And even Roy's like, dude, great job. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's a really good moment for him in a spot where I thought he was definitely not going to voice his opinion. And he did, and it worked. And
he didn't shrink down.
Yeah.
He got real big.
It was a great moment for him. But probably the highlight of the episode in terms of funniness, Jamie's been kind of going after Roy, being like, dude, coach me. I want to be coached. If there's something I need to fix, let me know. Coach me. And Jamie was given some advice by Keely about just agree with everything he says. Like, if he says it, just say yeah, because it kind of takes the fight out of him. It kind of like tames him a little bit. And so Roy caught on that Jamie was doing this, and he made Jamie repeat after him, basically saying, I'm an ugly boy with bad hair. And it's just like the look on Jamie's face and the enjoyment that you saw Roy having in that moment.
100%. It was so
amazing.
Good. So good.
Just the interaction is just so good. But Roy was able to convince Ted that, like, hey, you kind of screwed him up a little bit. You turned him into a team player, and we need him to be an asshole every once in a while. A prick. And so they came up with the signal, the middle fingers, and, you know, Jamie did his thing. He got fouled. And again, he made a ridiculously long penalty kick, and it was awesome. Everyone's like, that's too far. It was dope. Watching him have that success in that moment, and the idea that we now have a signal for him to turn that, like, prickness on. Cool. Awesome. Way to go. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But obviously the focus is going to be on Ted in this episode. What happened? What exactly sparked that? Is Dr. Sharon going to be able to help? I think this banter situation is going to be an interesting one too. It wasn't Ted on the other end of Rebecca's messages. It was Sam.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what this dynamic's going to look like, because they're getting to the point in their conversations to where they're getting curious about who each other are.
Right.
And they want to reveal, like, who are you? Just tell me this and that. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen now, if that's going to happen soon, and what is the response going to be from either one of them?
Yeah.
Is Sam going to be like, oh shit, that's my boss? Is Rebecca going to be like, oh shit, that's one of my players?
Right, because you can't date. It's a conflict
I
of
mean,
interest, no?
I don't know how that would work in that world under those circumstances. When you're the owner, I guess you can.
No, I feel that's
You're the
an
boss.
abuse
You can
of
do whatever you
power.
want.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but we'll see.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it sucks for Sam because, again, this is a dude. He always brings light to a room.
He does.
The idea that this might be an unattainable relationship, I wonder if that's going to impact him or if it's just going to be like an easy, like, yeah, I understand this shit ain't going to work, or if there's an opportunity for it to work. Again, Rebecca could probably do whatever the fuck she wants because she's in charge.
Who knows?
But I think this is all really interesting. I think that's another very interesting scenario that this show continues to bring up these really interesting things, and this dynamic could be really interesting to see where it goes and how it plays out. Because if they like each other and they want to be happy together, then let them.
Oh, yeah,
But-
I mean, you both deserve to be extremely happy.
But also, it's just a tough spot because of the work dynamic, the player and owner thing.
Yeah,
so
power.
I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But I'm concerned about Ted, obviously. And I mean, I don't want him to think that he's a bad father because he moved all the way to London to take this coaching job and isn't there for his son when he needs something. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I hope Dr. Sharon could help him out here.
Me too.
But you ready for the episode?
Yes.
Let's go.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey.
What is going on?
I don't know. They getting comfy, like being around each other, like more permanently, or do they move in together?
What was that?
Oi, you're not going to your office?
No. I was just gonna go to the cafe and get a cup of tea first.
Oh, cool. Can I come?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet.
Hey, what's going on? Is she...
Getting overwhelmed, or she getting over it? I don't know. Is it too much?
Hey, Dad.
Nathan.
Would you look at that? Like anyone in the newspapers nowadays, wouldn't it?
They say humility is not thinking less of yourself, thinking about yourself less.
Come on, Dad!
You can't be excited for him? Come on. That sucks. That's like... It's just the dad that doesn't have that emotion or something to just be happy for his kid.
No, why is he gotta give him a hard time?
That's tough.
I want to thank you again for helping me out with that little hiccup the other night. I'm actually feeling a lot better, so I don't even know if this is necessary, really.
Sit down.
You can sit here. Oh. Yeah, sit down like that. You know what? I'll go on the couch. There we go. How about that? Well, you know what? I'll lay down, right? Here we go. Now this.
He's so uncomfortable.
I'm gonna do my arm here. It feels.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Here we go. This is what we'll do. Classic, like you see, like in New Yorker cartoons. You know what? Put this under here. That'll help even out my spine. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Now what do I do here? Do I just, that's like going down a water slide or something like that, like a luge.
Just go sit in the other chair, Ted.
How's this? This good?
Probably sitting is best.
No, sure.
All that.
Oh my god.
There you are. Yeah, you know what it's like? It's like we're on an episode of The Sopranos. You good, buddy? Yeah? Okay, good. Very agreeable fella, just doing his thing. Tissues over there, huh?
Yes, tissues.
What are those for?
Sometimes it gets a bit emotional in here. Sometimes people just sneeze.
When do we start?
We've already started. We started when you entered in here.
I'm sorry about that. I feel like I've wasted a bunch of our time already.
Ted,
But yeah.
don't worry.
Yeah, of course. Not worried at all.
She seems so sweet.
I mean, what do you want to talk about?
This is very tough for him.
Why don't you tell me what happened the other night?
Yeah, I don't want to do this.
Ted!
This is his defense mechanism. This is how he responds and handles things.
There are two things you can't ever let the other team know. The first one is your home address. Because mark my words, you'll start having food deliveries and SWAT teams showing up at your front door 24/7.
Shit.
My day, all we had to worry about was crank phone calls. But then with the advent of caller ID, that simple joy got 86 from the old prank menu, which is a darn shame, because the Jerky Boys were a national treasure.
Oh, God, the Jerky Boys.
The second thing that you don't want your opponent to know is that you're tired. Okay, look, I know y'all are exhausted, but I don't want you to show it. Okay, I don't want to see y'all walking around with your tired faces all... The only face I want to see from y'all is what, Coach?
Game pace, baby.
Darn tootin', Vladimir Putin. Offense, y'all gonna stick around here with Coach Nate and Beard. Defense, you're coming with me and Roy. Come on, let's go, on the hop. Move it!
I hope you're not too great to train us now.
Yeah, those drills better be lit now you got a reputation to keep up.
Yes, very funny. Thank you, Jamie.
Yes, we get to be trained by the Wonder Kid himself.
Very funny, Colin. You stand-up comic now.
Uh-oh.
Kind of ironic, because I sat you down at the match the other day.
Oh. Oh.
I need all our best goal scorers on the pitch right now. Go. Colin, you can sit this one out. Okay.
Oh.
That's fucked up.
He wasn't the only one who made a joke.
I am a strong and capable man. That's my mantra.
Cool.
Fucking Beard, dude.
Bro, it's been 2 days, still nothing.
Dang.
Oh, sometimes 3 dots appear, but then they go away again. It's over, man. I've messed up.
Don't be so negative, amigo. There might be a very good reason she hasn't replied.
Yeah, maybe she got hit by a bus.
Basically, it's more likely that she lost interest in the relationship.
Maybe she went back and saw how lame these texts are. My favourite film's Ratatouille.
It doesn't matter, right? I mean, I don't care if she... Oh! 3 dots! 3 dots!
Just answer him. It's been 2 days.
I don't know what to say.
You are torturing the man.
His favourite film is Ratatouille. That's worrying, right?
Ratatouille is a goddamn masterpiece. And ironically, it's about snobbery and how good art can come from anywhere. So stop your divvying and go fuck your cartoon rat.
Oh, damn. I love Keely.
Everything always goes wrong. All relationships are a nightmare.
My relationship is the oxygen that gives me life.
Aw,
And
Higgins.
Leslie's marriage, which is a bloody greeting card of some kind. And you and Roy are just aggravatingly perfect in every way.
I don't know. It was definitely easier when we didn't work together.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, it's like he's my shadow. He's my adorably hairy shadow.
What's going on? Why are you jazz scatting? Were you talking about me?
Yeah, we were talking about you.
Awkward.
Rebecca's face.
Oh, big whoop. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love him.
2, 3, 4.
I love it.
Hello.
Hello.
You nearly done?
God, no. To-do list as long as my arm. Oh, wait, that's not helping me. I've got a lot of work to do. So if you're going to be here, you need to go and sit quietly on the couch and read your book, yeah?
The Roy grunt.
That's not helping me either.
I'm doing exactly what you said. I'm sitting quietly and I'm reading my book.
You doing exactly what I tell you to do is so fucking hot.
Like, they're so
I love
cute.
that the sprinklers go
Just
on after it.
so cute, yo.
Oh, hi, Ted.
Hello, Ted. I'm surprised you came back.
Yeah, well, I don't quit things.
So, is this your first time doing therapy?
No, ma'am. My wife and I did couples therapy for a little while.
How was that?
I'm here in London, and my wife is back in Kansas, which is a good thing, because if she heard me referring to her as my wife still, she'd be hopping mad. How long these little chats you do take?
Sessions typically last 50 minutes.
But you charge by the hour, right?
That's correct. I take it you're not a fan of this kind of work.
No, ma'am.
Why is that, do you think?
You want the truth?
I'm only interested in the truth.
Yeah, give it.
Because I think it's bullshit. You don't know me. We don't have history. And yet you just expect me to spill my guts about all the gory details of my life. You ain't listening because you care about me. No, you only listen to me because you paid to listen to me.
Oh.
You getting paid to just jot down your little notes, diagnose my tears, probably just blame it on my folks, right?
You don't gotta be mean about it, Ted.
You're only interested in the truth. And yet here you are, charging an hourly rate for only 50 minutes of work. Like I said, it's bullshit.
Damn.
I know he's not, like, trying to take it out on her, and he's just a hurt person trying to hurt others, but he's not trying to hurt anybody. But
Oh!
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Sorry, Sam.
Miss Alton. Hi.
Call me Rebecca.
Rebecca. Sorry. These machines, We've never been so connected, yet never further apart.
Right,
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you
have
later.
a good day.
You too.
God.
Hello, your new pens have arrived.
Nathan. Now he's obsessing.
I'll just leave them here.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's see you there, Colin.
It's the camouflage.
Nate,
Wonder if I could have a quick word.
Yeah, go for it.
I just wondered. I was wondering if I'd done anything to annoy you. Just because I felt like you got angry at me for taking the piss yesterday. Danny and Jamie did the same thing and you didn't get mad at them.
You see, Jamie and Danny are like Picasso, Gauguin.
Pedophiles.
Artists.
What now?
You paint too, but your work doesn't end up in museums. It hangs at... Well, you're like a painting at a Holiday Inn. You know, you don't inspire, you don't move people, you're there.
Damn, dude. Damn, Nate. That's fucked up. He's going down a very dangerous road. Beard just saw all of that.
I'm taken aback.
Hey, I thought you quit smoking.
Oh, I have. This is just covering up the smell of the boots.
Well, then why are you in here?
I just needed some space.
I knew you'd be in here. This is the room where Keely and I decided that smoking doesn't count.
Sorry, I just came to the boot room to get some boots.
Knock yourself out.
I think Roy is the cat's pajamas. Just sometimes I need a moment to myself, you know?
Keely, stop auditioning your complaints. Just tell the person who can actually do something about it.
Well, I don't know, boss. Sometimes it's good to bottle things up. That's how we get, pickles.
Oh my God.
You could take my name off my shirt and then put it back on bigger. The fuck?
They're talking about Roy.
What?
Damn it!
Just tell him that you...
Hi, babe.
You talking about me?
Yes, definitely.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
I love that he doesn't give a shit.
No, he really doesn't. Talking about me? Okay, cool, bye.
Yeah.
No way. You can't put it down because the chapters are so short.
Shut up. You're telling me to shut up.
Oh my God. This geezer wears like a spiked belt around
Fucking
his
hell, Roy!
thighs.
Uh-oh.
I just want to watch my TV show, and you're fucking ruining it for me!
Whoa.
Just need some time without you reading or turning me on or just fucking being there all the time!
You don't want me to turn you on?
No, I
was like, wait.
Sometimes I need to be by myself.
Wait, is this what you've been talking to everyone about?
Yeah, but you don't care.
I didn't, and I thought it was the usual stuff like gossip or how much air I leave in a drain. You've been making out to everyone like I'm following you round like a needy, clingy, fucking fridge magnet.
Ouch.
I'm an idiot. Oh, fuck this!
Oh, no. That, you almost got me crying, because I don't want them to break up.
I think we can all agree the Wonder Kid will be managing his own team. Excellent, sir.
Go. Oh, wow. You were rude, Colin. Not just rude. It was personal and weird.
Thank you.
Did you tell Ted? No. This is just between me and you. Do better. The door's behind you. Wait, this is mine.
Ooh, Beard the Magician.
He looked up.
Hello, Ted. I thought you'd be back.
Why's that?
Because you keep doing it.
I was quite offended by what you said about my profession. That just because a therapist is being paid, they don't actually care. Let me ask you something. Would you coach for free?
Yeah, I would.
But do you?
No, ma'am.
You care about your players, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why would you assume it's not the same for me? I don't assume that all coaches are macho dickheads.
Sorry.
That's a good point. consider me dunked on. And look, I'm really sorry about that. You know, getting all worked up and saying stuff like that, then storming out of here.
It happens. Self-care can be scary. Fight or flight is a natural response. You just happen to do both. Impressive range, really.
So you think I'm scared, huh?
Yes, I do.
Maybe I don't want to learn the truth.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
Well, then maybe your new nickname should be the truth.
Well, I can't be your mentor without occasionally being your tormentor.
Ooh, I like that.
I knew you would. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
I just want, before we started, just to, well, basically, I just wanted to make an apology. Colin, yesterday I was a bit of a...
Asshole? Prick? Wounded butterfly.
Aw, Danny.
Yes, I was a cocky, prickish, wounded butterflies asshole. But I really am sorry. It won't happen again.
It's all good, boyo.
Oh, all right.
Oh, stop it.
Did I miss something? Anything I need to address? Well, like I always say, sometimes the best stew is the one you leave sitting on the stove overnight because you fell asleep watching Citizen Kane after too many beers.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard! Oh, whistle!
Why don't you just use an actual whistle?
I told you, my lips are sensitive to impure metals and whistles give me mouth hives.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck were you doing? Richard loses his man, gets into the box, and you run the other way?
I was pulling my defender out of his path. He needs me to give him space.
Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
The best thing I can do in that situation is give him space. Point is that Richard doesn't need me to crowd him. And since he's my teammate, I should trust him to do what's best, right?
Uh-oh.
Fuck!
Coach Nate, we have a gift for you.
Because of you saying that instead of Wunderkind, which is the proper pronunciation.
Wow.
It was Will's idea.
It's a pretty awesome nickname. But no, this is great. It's really funny. Thank you.
He's gonna do something, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about it, actually.
Trent Krim of the Independent. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I would love to get an official statement about your early departure from the Spurs match.
Well, I thought folks knew I had food poisoning. Not from here.
Yeah, they do. But I'd love a personal quote, if possible.
Well, I had food poisoning. And because I respect your readers so much, I'll leave out all the specific nastiness that occurred.
So you had food poisoning, and you are fit as a fiddle now.
Exactamundo Dikembe Mutombo.
Love our chats.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Roy figured he fucked up, right?
I don't know.
Did
Is
that
that
click?
his stuff all packed up?
Oh.
Roy!
I thought something connected that he screwed up.
Are you leaving?
No.
Hey Siri, play the Roy is sorry for not understanding Keeley playlist.
This guy is a fucking epic character.
You're not gonna see or hear me for at least 3 hours.
Yeah, what happened at practice, the light bulb went off.
Why is that so nice? That's so nice.
Oh. He's finding some negative comments.
If you ever do anything to humiliate me again, I'll make your life a fucking misery.
So mean.
Yeah, man. I don't like where Nate's at right now.
Oh, he's
I mean,
an asshole.
you started to feel this happening even before like the big interview and the game-winning goal and the play and everything.
He's getting too big for his britches.
The moment that they gave him a whistle and made him an assistant coach, it kind of started drifting down that road. And then they brought in the equipment manager and he wasn't doing things exactly the same way that he was doing it. Yeah, this feels bad. And the idea that he continues to like take things out on other people that maybe come across as like below him, it's just, I don't know. It's a bad spot for him to be in because
that feels so shitty.
Especially coming from where he came from.
Yeah.
When we met him and Ted showed up, like he was giddy to the idea that Ted even remembered his name.
Yeah.
And he doesn't remember where he came from, being the equipment manager who no one cared about. And now he's like had a couple nice moments and now he's
He's a humble himself.
for sure. And
That's so
I thought
shitty.
maybe reading that negative comment would do that, but it just made him angry.
And he's taking it out on everybody else. What a
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
But only-
Nate, I expected more from you.
But he's only taking it out on people who aren't really going to do or say anything in response. It's like Colin is like the easy target on the team, I guess. And then like who's the equipment manager going to complain to?
Exactly.
I hope Beard was lurking and saw that.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, it really is. Because it's a classic case of like not remembering the situation that you were in prior and then like taking this positive thing and making it like empowering you to the point where you've become like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So that
He's a
sucks. Yeah, that
He's a prick.
sucks.
Mhm.
That's not a direction I want to see him going, and he's definitely going to need to be humbled at some point, some way. But we'll see. This Ted interaction with Dr. Sharon has been quite the roller coaster ride so far.
Mm-hmm.
When he showed up the first time and just kept talking and talking and talking, trying to find a position to sit in, completely like deflecting and trying to distract from what he's actually there for. And then when she was like, oh, we've been, on the clock since you walked in. We've already started. It like started triggering some things and then he just left.
It made sense that he's scared.
Yeah. And then the next interaction, like he got angry about the idea of her job, her profession, getting paid for it, like doing 15-minute sessions, but getting paid by the hour. Like he actually, like, I feel like we haven't seen Ted like that before.
No, shit talk somebody that you previously shown respect for.
Yeah. And then he came back a third time and was like apologetic and was like, my bad. And you're like, and then she hit him with a really good analogy about his profession being very similar.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. My bad.
No, nobody does these jobs for free.
It's definitely a work in progress with Ted and the therapist because of his previous experience. And I wonder if he's told her yet what exactly went down. He just kind of said like he did couples therapy, but he didn't really elaborate of why there was a problem there.
Yeah, he didn't tell her.
Yeah, so I mean that would probably give a lot of people a lot of hesitation in terms of visiting another therapist because you were basically put in such a tough spot. And you, like the way he described it, like he was just being attacked by everything like his wife was telling the doctor. And it's just like, how do you even defend yourself in that spot? It probably just was an awful experience. And I mean, the way he holds on to things too, it's tough because you now understand through these handful of like almost 2 full seasons of episodes. The reason he acts the way that he acts, it's all just trying to distract from like the pain he's feeling.
Yep.
Because he's definitely feeling things.
Yep.
And he's feeling a lot of things. And every once in a while, things will trigger him. I mean, during the karaoke, when Rebecca was singing Let It Go, that song could trigger a lot of people with a lot of different emotions. And yeah, like after watching that last episode multiple times and realizing because the way the scene happens, it kind of just, it's like, oh, okay, cool, everything's fine. His mom is showing up to deliver. And then it kind of goes on to the next scene. And the show does a really good job of giving you something and then moving on to something that's quite distracting to take your mind off of the previous scene.
Absolutely.
And so like being able to watch it again, it's like, oh shit, that for someone who is going through this divorce but still trying to have a relationship with your kid, this idea that the school would call you while you're in fucking a different country, being like, hey, can you come like bring your kids lunch? You're like, no, I actually can't. So the idea that he's not there for his child in a time of need like that, yeah, that would probably hit me really hard to my core too.
Absolutely.
And trigger some things. And the reason why I talked about what I talked about in the last video, because success is scary. There is a moment of like, holy shit, we're at a level now to where this is actually working, and it's just being able to prepare and have the right mentality for that kind of success. And it's just the way he always kind of handles things. It's like when there's something really positive happen, it always feels like something negative is happening to him.
Yep.
Because that's the way you kind of put it. He's like, everyone is up, he has to come down.
Yes.
When everyone's down, he's got to be up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's this balancing act that constantly is happening with him.
Constant juggle.
Yeah, and there's just everyone can't be happy at the same time, and everyone just can't be sad at the same time. It's always got to be this difficult spot. And obviously the fact that he continues to reference his ex-wife as his wife, you know, it's really, really bothering him.
Yeah, I mean,
as it should be.
Yeah, especially you care about another person and they don't want to be with you. That's soul crushing.
Yeah, especially when you have a kid that you adore and love and want to be spending time with, and you want to be a good role model and you want to be there for them. That's tough.
And you're a world away.
Yeah, exactly. So it feels like Ted's got a lot of stuff that he needs to unload, and I feel like this Dr. Sharon stuff is a work in progress. It's like, what about Bob? You gotta take baby steps. It's all about baby steps, one step at a time, and just make them small, and then we'll progress. And I feel like Ted will get in a really good spot, because the idea that, like, it's not something that I've ever really thought about until this episode. I wonder how often therapists get just shat on.
Oh, I'm sure a lot.
I'm sure it happens a lot, right? Yeah. For anyone out there who is, because you're dealing with a lot of personal stuff and things that are very emotional with a lot of different people constantly. The idea that she got attacked by Ted and like that whole interaction, the way she handled it was like, obviously she's a pro. She was able to just use her words and be like, I was offended by the way you just basically put down my entire industry. And they were able to talk it out. But I wonder how often that happens, because again, when you're a therapist, you're going to be dealing with a lot of personal, very impactful things.
Especially hurting people, hurting other people.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, like, that was the first time that kind of thought ever like crossed my mind, is the defensiveness, like raising your voice, getting angry in that kind of moment. So like, she's a rock star. I feel like she's amazing at her job. All the players have responded really well to her.
Yeah, she's a lovely person.
And Ted keeps coming back, so obviously she's getting to him. Well, it's just, again, a work in progress.
Gets it. She sees how absolutely terrified he is.
Yeah. And
talking about his feelings, talking to her about his feelings.
Yeah.
Talking about his feelings in general.
How often do you think Ted Lasso, even when he was in a good relationship with his wife, shared his true feelings if he wasn't in a good mood?
Oh, he might have been too scared to.
I probably feel like he's always kind of been this type of personality, because again, and this is another one of those things that it's like a really quick line amongst an epic scene. During the dart scene, he talked about his dad dying when he was really young. That has a really big impact on you, obviously. And it sounded like they had a really good relationship up until that moment. So there's a lot of stuff going on here with Ted that we continue to learn, peeling that onion back, and Dr. Sharon is going to get him to talk, and I think they're going to build a really great relationship here, and I think Ted's going to really, really thrive with her, and I think it's going to be a really great thing.
Yeah.
It's just going to take time, because you got to take those baby steps. But this Keely and Roy situation
is very sweet.
But also, like, you could tell with Roy, don't betray him.
No.
Because like he's so loyal to like his core, it feels like. But if it feels like you're putting him out there in a negative kind of light, he will mother F you all the way to the fucking whatever. Like,
well, but it makes sense though. You're talking about a serious problem with a bunch of other people instead of talking about it to me.
Right.
Like, that's what? But like, I understand what she means. Like, you're around someone all the time after not.
Yeah, when you're not used to it, that's a big change up.
It's like, can I just have a fucking minute to myself?
Can I watch my show, please?
Yeah.
And it blew her up, and like that was a tough spot.
I'll be watching something on TV and he'll come in like, you watching this? Yeah.
I'm very good about giving you your space because I work a lot.
Well, no, and then you're like, are you really still watching? Yes! Just because I'm on my phone doesn't mean I'm not actually watching it. I'm watching
That's
it.
exactly what that means.
I'm
if
watching
you're on
it.
your phone, you're not watching the TV.
I'm watching it. Don't fucking change the channel.
But
I'm watching it.
But I love how Jamie was the one using literal football situation while at
he
practice.
didn't know what was actually happening.
But he was like literally talking about a situation at practice, and Roy's just like, fuck. And Jamie's like, wait, what? I didn't even say anything bad that time. It's like, it was just awesome. It's just sometimes the like stuff to make your light bulb go off just comes from the most random places. And Jamie literally talking about a situation on the field kind of sparked that for him, and he realized, like, damn it.
But I love that he can, instead of just focusing on work, he can think about his other stuff.
He had that self-awareness and the realization about what was going on.
Yes.
And he didn't hold it against her.
Yes.
So, like, that just shows, like, how good their relationship is. Like, they've got a really good relationship.
I love
they're
it.
so different, but they are great together. So,
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, this is really
They're never
good.
allowed to break up ever.
Yeah, I mean,
That would make me very sad.
I'm wondering how that's going to go.
I don't want to talk
Are we
about
going to
it.
get a wedding? Are we going to get a marriage?
That would be awesome. I would
That'd be fun.
love to see a proposal.
That'd be fun, for sure.
I want to see how Roy proposes.
He would do something good because he's obviously got it in him to
He
do.
he knows what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not the first time we've seen that from him. So
Yeah.
he might like put up this front of like this big bad tough guy, but he's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Down under. You just got to get through all the tough layers, and it's in there for sure.
It's a parfait.
Yeah. This
It's
whole
not an onion. It's a parfait.
this whole banter thing, that was a pretty awkward interaction between Rebecca and Sam.
We're kind of cute though at the same time.
But like, why was it awkward and weird? I don't know. That was just an interesting.
They don't know what's-
exactly. That's why I thought it was interesting. I'm like, why would Rebecca be like?
I think Sam's just awkward around pretty women.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, when that reveal happens, that's one of the things I want to see because I have no idea. There's so many different directions that story could go into, and I don't have a good grasp of where it can go because it's just, again, there's so many different ways that it can go. They could be like, because again, she's the boss. Like, she is the boss. She's not just an employee of the team.
Right.
She owns the team.
That's
she
right.
can do whatever the fuck she wants.
That's right.
And so it's like, if she's interested, she has that right. And I mean,
I don't know if you can though.
I mean, it's.
There's a power dynamic that shouldn't. That's not.
But it's also a different world than we live in. So it's a lot different over there than it is here, I think, with certain things. But again, I feel like it could go in a lot of different directions. And I mean, if there's an opportunity for them to both be happy, cool, go for it. But again, in my brain, if I was Sam, it's just be like, oh shit, boss, I can't do that. I'm just gonna go play football and just get my head down and go maybe try to meet someone else. But that's like where my brain goes in terms of how I would handle it. But I feel like there's a lot of different ways this could go, and it's actually a really interesting situation.
It is.
Especially from like where they both come from as people, being the literal owner of the team and Sam being an actual player on the team. It's just that dynamic is, the potential for that is really interesting. And I'm very curious to see how it plays out because I can't even think of a scenario where something like this would happen in any of the sports that I watch. So I think I'm fascinated by what could potentially happen here. So this show is incredible.
I love
the storylines are always awesome. Every episode manages to like pull in these really cool, interesting things. And this banter one, because when that whole thing started, and Keely's like, "Oh, sign up for banter. It's like this thing that I'm pushing." It didn't seem like it was just like a harmless little thing.
Yeah,
now
it's
it's like
just
the
like a
sponsor of their
whatever.
jersey.
I know.
And now you have the owner of the team literally getting close to like meeting a player. I think that's just super interesting how something that felt like a throwaway is becoming like a story. I think that's awesome.
I love it.
Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. You guys share all your thoughts. Leave those comments down below. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.